What's good, people? Here's your boy JORDONGK back with another reaction video. This is JORDONGK Reacts to Sport. Guys, we've got Ronnie Coleman eats, build more muscle, eating like a bodybuilder motivation. Now, saw this on the feed, it looks very interesting. It only came out a couple of weeks ago, this video, so I'm sure they're going to be videos that I've never seen of Ronnie Coleman. Now, if you don't know who Ronnie Coleman is, go and Google this guy. He's an 8-time world champion in bodybuilding. He's just a machine, man. Like, well, he used to be a machine. He still works out now, but I know he had to go through major surgery because of his spine, or something to do with his back and neck, I think. So obviously he's not at his best as he would like to be, and he doesn't compete anymore anyway. But when this guy was in his prime, he was an animal, man, and I thought I'd just give it a nice watch and give you a good reaction. So guys, without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
I remember the first time, and he won the Olympia, and then after the thing, and I said, Ronnie, just from my personal use, as far as like what happened, how many times do you think you cheated on your diet?
Look at this.
He looked at me like I was nuts.
Oh.
And he's like, it never even crossed my mind. And I knew at that point, like, it's like this guy is a different human being.
I was trying to distance my.
Look at that, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hey, for all you bodybuilders, all you guys that go to the gym, man, let me know if there are any other bodybuilders like this guy, because I know that there were bodybuilders that were close to matching his size, but man, I ain't seen nothing. Look at that, man. I didn't even know. There are muscles on his body you wouldn't even see on a normal person's body. Like, oh.
Myself from everybody else. So I kept getting bigger and bigger so nobody would catch up with me.
Food is without a doubt number one. Being consistent, and that doesn't mean off season or contest. That's across the board. If you are in the off season and you're not consistent with food, if you're not continuously pushing food, it's off season. Like I don't have to eat 6 meals a day. I don't have to quite do. If I don't feel like eating, I'll just skip a meal and I'll go grab some fast food and these things. It's probably the biggest downfall. It's probably how I end up weaning out more athletes than not, because they'll be like, I can eat all day. I'll never have 5 days later, like, oh, there's no way I can eat all this food. It's just tough. Most people don't realize it. Eventually you end up with a guy like Ronnie Coleman, who is just a machine every single day.
I love what I do.
Bro, I don't know too much about bodybuilding, but I know, like, back in those days, and I'm not saying like, oh, that was ages ago. I'm not saying it like that, but they didn't have half the technology we have now. Like, they didn't have half the nutrition we have now. And these guys look bigger. Like, these guys look like even Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, I was watching something on bodybuilding, and some guy said, oh, he was a big guy, but he wouldn't stand a chance in this day and age. Like, well, no shit. Imagine if Arnold Schwarzenegger had the same nutrition, the same technology that we had today, machinery, all that kind of stuff. Imagine the size he would be. I mean, I don't know if he reached his potential mass. He could have become even bigger if he had what we had nowadays. So you can't compare the different eras, man. But these guys were fucking huge. And I look at bodybuilding now, and they don't look as big. They look more defined through nutrition and all that kind of stuff. But they're not big guys. Like, they're not massive. I mean, I could be wrong. Let me know. I could be wrong.
So that's why I still come to work every day. I think it's one of the hardest jobs out there. The hardest sports out there. One of them. There's a bunch of them that's hard. But the reason why I do all that, put my body through all that, is because I love it. When you got love for something, you know what they say? ain't really too much of nothing you really wouldn't do to do it.
100%.
Good old extreme whey protein shake. Quick grits here. This is basically all carb meal. This is my jump start meal of the day. 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
This big jug of egg white woman lasts me about 4 days. You see me big up there like that, but you know, it took a long time for me to get there. That didn't happen overnight. I put on about between 5 and 10 pounds of muscle a year. And that came from all that, you know, that heavy lifting, a lot of eating. I had about 6 meals a day. It's kind of hard to eat like that. So I would have to wake up in the middle of the night to eat and go back to sleep.
Wow.
After last year's Olympia, had my one cheat meal and pretty much jumped right back on the diet. And what I did was dieted for the whole year. Grits for breakfast, second meal chicken, third meal chicken, fourth meal steak, fifth meal turkey, and sixth meal was the protein shake.
The discipline capacity you need to have, to have 6 meals every day. So, like, you can't miss a meal. You have to have 6 meals a day. And he's saying that there were times he didn't have time in the day, so he'd have to wake up in the middle of the night to have that 6th meal. Like, that is what you call discipline, man. Like, there are not a lot of people out there who are disciplined enough to have 6 meals a day and train. The training, I would say, I'm not a bodybuilder, but I know. Listen, I've done my research, and I used to do a bit of sports science, because I've done my A levels in it as well. But it's like, man, you have to be disciplined when it comes to the nutrition side, 100%. Like, if you miss meals, if you start having more cheat meals than your healthy meals and all that kind of stuff, like, you won't grow, or you won't get to your goals, man. Like, he's right, and whatever he's saying, he is right. I would always say the nutrition is the hardest part. The training's easy.
I did that routine every day for about 15 years. You know, I was doing that while I was winning Miss Olympia and all that kind of stuff. Good old chicken. Barbecue sauce. Masterpiece. I would take breaks and I would eat. You know, the food would already be cooked. I would just warm it up and I would eat. I normally ate twice at work, you know, because I just kept the food in my car. Hard work and dedication will pay off if you dedicate yourself to doing something.
Imagine if this guy arrested you, man. You would shit yourself. You know, I'll put my hands up straight away. Arrest me, man. Take me to jail.
Mr. Olympia, you learn how to buy. Do what you have to do. This is meal number 3. I see that now the muscle's gonna come. So I just let my training.
Oh my God!
And let my food pretty much all season, instead of eating all this junk and stuff, eat like I'm getting ready for a contest. Because I'm still trying to build muscle in all season. Of course, it's harder, but I want to be better.
Wow. Wow.
Let's do it. Another day. As Miss Olympia, I got to do what it takes to get better. That was my motivation right there. No room for weakness.
When I'm in the off season, what I try to do is put on as much weight as possible and try to come down from that. But I don't want to put on a lot of bad weight. I'm trying to put on as much good weight as possible. Keep my protein real high. Try to get about 600 grams for me. I still go with the same formula. For every pound of body weight, I just do 2 grams of protein, plain and simple. But here's the kicker for I do in order to gain weight. Instead of me taking in like 250 grams of carbs a day, I can now go up to about 600, all the way up to about 1,000 grams a day. I still eat every 3 to 4 hours, and I still try to eat 6 times a day.
I don't consider myself no different.
All right, all of you bodybuilding experts, please let me know, how long do you think it would take for you to get that size? Because I personally wouldn't know. I personally wouldn't want to be that size. I play a lot of football. I wouldn't like to get to that mass, you know. The definition and being fit would, you know, that's beneficial for me. But for all you guys that weight train that will, you know, maybe come across this video, I have no idea. Man, how long do you reckon it could take you to get this big? Because I know genetically we're all different, right? But to get to this kind of same level of mass, how long do you think that takes? How many years? 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Because he said he'd been training like this for 15 years to get to that big, like that big. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Like every day he's training, every day 6 meals. Like that is just nuts, man. Nuts.
From anybody else in this world, I'm just a little bit bigger.
You've gone from 225 up to nearly 300 pound on stage. Bodybuilders over the last few years have got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Oh.
You want to get another one?
My God. You know what's mad as well about this video is, like I said before, like the nutrition is the most important part. Yeah, you can see him training and working out, but all I'm seeing is bowls of food, plates of food, bowls of food. Like that is all I'm seeing. Oh. Look at that. Look at the weight. Again. He's just like, this tastes nasty, but I have to get it down.
How do they go about getting big? Well, you gotta eat big to get big. The most important thing about nutrition is protein, simply because protein is what builds muscle. Point simple.
Yeah, buddy!
On my low carb week, I probably have like 6 days where I low carb, and I have 1 day where I carb up real high. And I'll do that all the way up to the Olympia. Basically just monitor it, go by how I look.
Wow.
285
Wow.
pounds. On the label it says take 3. 3 is not enough for a big guy like me. Okay. And now we can get ready to go to the gym. Lift some weights.
Oh, Bentley, yeah? Wow.
Thank y'all for coming out. Please come next year, make this thing even bigger. I love y'all. Let's go eat.
Let's go eat. Wow, man. Hey, the Conjure Vision Motivation. Well done. That was a great video. Like I always do, I leave the links in the description. If you want to go and watch the original, the link will be there. But guys, man, what? This guy was just a different machine. And like I said, like we saw some of the training videos in there, but most of the videos was just him cooking food. Peeling potatoes. Like literally, man, like, and 100%, man. I definitely, you know, you can't get away from the nutrition. And like he said, like, he'll have a cheat meal from now and then, but if he misses like those six meals, like he'll go down in weight. Like, so obviously he was at a very high level of bodybuilding, and you know, he was in his prime, so he couldn't miss a meal. He couldn't eat any less, any more than, you know, what he had to eat. But you even saw it there when he won that competition. He said, yeah, let's go and eat. Like, it's literally, man, it's just pure eating. Like, you just have to be on a different level and discipline when it comes to eating. 100%. I'm no bodybuilder, I'm no nutritionist, no fitness expert, but I know for a fact, man, like when you work out or you're trying to reach a certain level of fitness or training, like the nutrition is the most important thing. The training is the easiest. Like eating the meals, like eating fish every day. Like, you might not want to eat fish because when you start to eat a certain meal every single day, you get sick. You get sickened of it. It becomes sickening to eat, but you have to eat it because that's the thing you need. And I think that's where, like, I would say maybe people fail at the gym and fail reaching their goals and targets because they don't want to eat that food. It's nasty, or oh no, I've had too much of it. So man, I think the nutrition, yeah, 100%. But I could not compete on that level, man. I don't think I am disciplined, but I don't have that extreme discipline where I could work out every single day, eat 6 meals every single day. Like, that is just like another level of discipline. But man, fair play to Ronnie Coleman, man. Honestly, what a legend he is. Guys, if you want me to react to any more bodybuilding videos, any other, I don't know, any other athletes that you want me to react to, then I'll go ahead and do that. I might do a Usain Bolt one, maybe like a Usain Bolt motivation. I do like reacting to these motivation ones, man. They're very cool. But you guys need to let me know in the comments what videos you want me to react to. Yeah, I'm gonna go from there. Anyway, guys, finally, that is the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit that notification bell so you're up to date with my latest videos. Guys, you hear your boy JORDONGK reacts to sport, and I will see you in the next video.